Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're back with another LCS off-season video. We're talking about the latest rumors, speculation, all that good stuff going on behind the scenes in the LCS as we get closer and closer to the official start of free agency on November 6th. Today we are talking about the future of Nisqy. But before we get into this one, I wanted to mention real quick, we have a $25 RP giveaway going on right now. It's going to be the first link in the description below if you are interested in that. It's my little thank you to you guys for just supporting the channel a ton recently. So I want to give back to a lucky one of you guys and hopefully make your Christmas day extra special. So again, I just want to say thank you, and if you're interested, check out the first link in that description. Yeah, sounds good. With that being said, here we go, getting right into this one. Earlier we talked about the fact that Cloud9 looks like more and more likely that they're going to be going with Palafox in the mid lane as their starting mid laner for 2021, meaning that they're going to be moving on from Nisqy, and he is going to have to find somewhere to go. There is some talk in the scene that Nisqy could potentially get residency in North America. I'm not sure exactly how that would work, but I Will Dominate was talking about it on his stream, how if he becomes like a United States resident, that he would then become an NA resident. And so I don't know exactly how all that's going to work. So he actually has a ton of options for different teams to go to if that does pan out. But even if it doesn't, there will be teams interested in Nisqy for sure. Even though he's been a little bit up and down, he had a very good year with Cloud9, obviously, and he's looked pretty good over the last 2 years in North America. He's definitely deserving of a starting spot in the LCS. I'm not a big fan of him. I think he's a little bit overrated, but I think he's top 10 for sure, obviously. So there's going to be some teams looking out for him, and it's looking like the team in the lead, if Cloud9 does indeed decide to go with Palafox. It is likely, but it's not 100% yet. It's not confirmed. If they decide to go with Palafox, it seems like the team most likely to get Nisqy is going to be Golden Guardians. As we can see here, Twitch Apple, this is one of the League of Legends rumor accounts that tweets about stuff they hear in the offseason, says that he heard there is two different scenarios where Golden Guardians could be going with Nisqy. It could be with Haunter in the top lane or Licorice. But either way, the top lane is completely independent of what Nisqy does, obviously. I've heard this rumor from other people too. I Will Dominate. Some of the other accounts tweeted that Golden Guardians is the most likely landing spot for Nisqy. The other spot potentially being Evil Geniuses. They are going to be moving on from Jizuke, so they're going to need a mid laner. There's a couple different options they have. But again, Golden Guardians looks like the most likely landing spot for Nisqy, and that gives them a pretty disgusting team. You have the mid-jung duo of Closer and Nisqy. That's going to be very, very exciting. Huhi and FBI looked like a very, very serviceable bot lane last year. And then they have a ton of different options in the top lane, whether it be Haunter, Licorice, Impact. Who knows where they're going to end up going with that, but there is a couple of different options. So that's going to be very exciting. I honestly think Golden Guardians is like a dark horse team that could compete for a top 3 spot in North America. Who knows exactly what TSM's roster is going to be. Cloud9 is going to be starting a rookie in the top lane and the mid lane. Golden Guardians has a chance to sneak up into 3rd, maybe even 2nd. I don't think there's any way they're going to be better than Team Liquid, but they should be a solid 4th, if not top 3, if they're able to land Nisqy. And even if they don't, they're going to have a couple options in the mid lane as well that could make their team very, very solid. I think this is a smart move for Nisqy. He gets a chance to stay on a top-ish team, still compete for a world spot, and a left chance to get revenge on Cloud9 very, very fast. And I think for Golden Guardians, it makes a ton of sense as well. He's going to be one of the best mid laners available, especially if he's able to get residency. But they already have FBI gaining residency this split, so they have an opening for an import if they do need it as well. But if Nisqy does get residency, then they could even import again, which would be pretty exciting for them. But we'll have to see how that all plays out exactly. But this is the latest rumor. I think it is really, really interesting because, again, Golden Guardians with Nisqy on them could look like a very, very scary team depending on how the rosters of depending on how the TSM roster ends up playing out. Their roster could be either very good or very terrible if they're not able to entice any free agents to come. And Cloud9, they're just going to be very volatile because, again, you can think Fudge is going to be as good as you want. You can think Palafox is going to be as good as you want. They are rookies, and there's huge question marks. There's a ton of risk involved in starting rookies, especially multiple rookies on one team, having 2 rookie solo laners. That's a very scary proposition. Yes, Cloud9 is really awesome at developing talent, but I mean, every team has some misses. Every team, chooses wrong in some players. So we'll have to see how that goes. But again, this is the latest information that we have. Nisqy likely headed to Golden Guardians if Cloud9 decides to go with Palafox, but Evil Geniuses is still on the radar since they look like they're going to be moving on from Jizuke. That's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. If you were Nisqy, would you go to Golden Guardians? Would you go to Evil Geniuses? What do you think? Where would you try to go? Maybe an LEC team even? Who knows? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe so you have down on the latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.